everyone, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Well, first of all, let me introduce myself. I am Rizky Nabila. I am one of literary criticism class by Mrs. Pujiati. Okay, at this time, I would like to present my analysis with the title The Representation of Bravery Woman in Rinih Ahdi's The Wrath and the Down. Well, um, feminism is one of interesting issues to discuss. The people dealing with feminism that always be discussed is the inequality between men and women. This is always discussed as in the world as we know, which have physical difference. Uh, According to Murphy, in 1995, actually the feminism existence was forced by the oppression caused by the patriarchy system that placed men as the one who rule women in every aspect of their life. Patriarchy, the rule of fathers, is the basic cause of woman oppression. Well, um, this novel took place or uh, take place background and take a background in Middle East or in Arab. As we know that women's inequality in the Arab world is associated with culture in the societies, subjugating them to second-class citizens based on gender and dictates of the patriarchal establishment. Consequently, women face discrimination in education, employment, and in the home, of course, and are victims of domestic violence. Inequality is more draconian in conservative societies where women are not allowed to vote or drive, nor can they travel or work without the man's permissions. So, all of the woman's activities would be um, would be by man's permission. Aware of lack of societal support for their causes, women have turned to modern information or technology. Okay, this novel or this analysis will be in how does the novel represent the Middle East woman, and then how is the construction Middle East woman in this novel, and the last, what is the ideological position of the author. As we know, the author represents the Middle East woman with the first of the story that there is a king in Middle East that always married by many girls, many women, but just one love night or one stand night as we call it. Um, and then in the next day, the woman or the girl that have married with the king will be die or will be the victim because uh, the king like a monster. The king um, doing anything that he want to the girl or to the woman that married him. And then uh, one day there is a girl named Sarzat as the main character, wants to struggle, wants to the king know that not all women, not all girl that uh, afraid afraid to the king, and Sarzat want to the king know that woman can doing anything on can conquer a man. Sarzat Sarzat made Sarzat uh, treat the king or um, use love and romance to conquer the king, sorry, with uh, and how and how it how it can be. Sarzat made the king slowly love her so that he would not fall victim to the next murder as his overnight love. And then the author also describes how Sarzat paid attention sincerely without forgetting her original attention to conquer the king. She used love and romance, as I said before, to weaken the power of the king all this time. So, usually the king have not or doesn't have a heart or nothing use a heart if the king wants to marry girl or woman, and he he can marry with woman or the girl that he want. But in this novel, Sarzat as the main character wants to show that the man cannot doing anything that he want to do. Sarzat doesn't want to be touched so that she has a power. She made the king curious about her every treatment until finally making the king love Sarzat sincerely and want to have the whole Sarzat. The king didn't kill Sarzat because the king very love her. Uh, the king feels in deep of love with Sarzat, and Sarzat managed to use love and romance to conquer the king. She managed to make the king obey whatever she asks, and the king not to leave Sarzat. Although in the end of the novel, Sarzat left the king after she can the she can make the king obeyed and has a heart that love and romance can make the king lose, and of course make the king weak. uh, Sarzat left the king. Well, um, the author positioned uh, she she emerged Rini Ahdi as the author emerges his characteristic of bravery woman through her narration in the novel, which against the rule of Arabic woman. In her novel, Rini Ahdi used a third-person point of view to represent her thoughts and feelings through the characters written. As the third person, Rini Ahdi is not involved to be a character of the novel, but a narrator as the storyteller. She utilized the character of the novel to deliver his thought, feelings, The Red and the Dawn novel is one of her bestseller novel, which draw how the Middle East women struggle their inequality as the effect of their culture, which influenced by religion. As we know, they have a propaganda in the name of religion to glorify women by limiting freedom in some cases to women as his affection of her life and her husband life, because her husband is from Pakistan, that is one of the Middle East. Rini Ahdi against the idea of inequality, which demonstrates by her novels. When the Red and the Dawn is hers, which uh, depicts a kind of demonstration that inequality, feminism, culture, and freedom are important to be applied in women's life. She tries to end the idea of inequality women in the Middle East by presenting how women are treated arbitrarily and don't have any rights over themselves, and its effect women to doing struggle to against it. And at the end, she wants women have courage to fight for their rights and doing anything without coercion and have equality with men. And I have read an article that a new article in 2015 and also in 2017 that in Middle East start to change their roles of women, and now the woman in Middle East can drive, can uh, come to footballs, footballs play footballs playing foot sorry in football uh, in playing football. I mean that now women can uh, can doing anything, not more anything, but can doing many items or many ways that uh, they can't do they can doing before. And its effect of uh, the literature that criticize the inequality and the feminism of women in Middle East. Okay, that's my presentation of my analysis. Thank you very much for your nice attention. uh, I hope that you can know and you can understand uh, what my presentation. Thank you very much. See you next time, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye bye.